Good afternoon, friends and fellow travelers. It's Brandon, and Winston is right below me. Ash and baby Shar are with me today. And now, friends, if you have maybe been with us through our journey so far, you might think this place looks familiar. Well, we're going to start our season 2 travels off with a winter look at the great Willow River State Park. So come along with us as we explore probably the closest state park to where we live, and it's a great one. But we'll see how far along we get as we start our second season of travel on YouTube. Over here, kind of in this picnic area. We've been here before, of course. This 2,800 acre state park has about 13 miles of trails, with the most notable feature being the main falls. Kind of goes through the Willow Gorge, but also, as you've seen before, there's this big dam. And there's the Willow Falls trail over here that is a 1.6 mile out and back. Somebody's got a little a snowman down there. But there is a trail that goes off down there to the left of this area. Little icy. There's snow with ice under it. It's a lake over there. Here's Ash with the baby. Might get back over there in just a minute and walk around. But you can walk out on the dam. I just want to come see the actual lake again. Now today we have like a snowy ground here with ice under the snow, so it makes it interesting. We both opted for our boots today. Parking lot was real slippery. But you can definitely tell people have been out walking on the ice. Temperature, though, is like 31 today, so it's a little sketchy to be walking out on the ice for sure. Because the ice is probably gonna start to melt. Of course, the next couple days, it's gonna be back down in the 20s before we see a 40-degree day. Winston's with us today. He's kind of smelling as we've been here before, but looking out at the frozen lake. Somebody's out there. I saw him with his dog getting out of his car, doing a little ice fishing, it looks like, but a beautiful little spot here. And we figured what way to better share or start our second travel season with you than to start at a familiar place from a different angle. Now, if you want to get to Willow Falls, you're going to have to take some different trails, because that river that goes directly to the parking lot is really impassable right now, and it's closed. That road is probably a foot of standing snow on it, so you're not going to get out on that. But baby Shar hanging out with mommy. A little warmer than it was when we went to Cannon Falls and tried to make that trip. And now the Willow River State Park, of course, like any Wisconsin state park, is a fee protected area. And we have the yearly state parks pass, so you can get that, and then that's good until the end of the month the next year. So ours is coming up. $16 for Wisconsin residents to enter the state park. But wow, beautiful sight. One of Ash's favorite state parks. Winter is now fully encapsulated us here in the north. Very few people here, so it's kind of nice because in the summer months, this park is so full of people. Winston wants to go this way down through the trees. But this park is so full of people that you can barely walk around. Pretty area though. Well, I'm thinking we'll do something a little different today, but we'll see where the trail takes us. Guys putting up this snow shack out there. Snow shanty, ice shack, whatever you want to call it, to ice fish for our southern viewers who probably don't get to see that as much. Here's the beach. Now it says no dogs allowed in the picnic area or the beach, but I mean, there's nobody here, so. The nature center is over there, that trailer building. So that guy essentially walked down the beach here and all the way out. Interesting. I'll have Ash hold on to Winston for a second, and then I'll go see what the ice feels. She'll probably freak out a little bit, but I just am curious. Big step off here. Snow just went all the way up to my lower leg. But this is Wisconsin in the winter, friends. Now I've been chatting with a lot of you from different states and different areas, and here we go. So this is where the beach would go out to. But, you know, the ice is not, it's pretty firm today. You can see he brought his sled out there. I'm not going to go out there, I don't have my spikes on, but that's the frozen lake. So I'm walking on the beach here. Cool area. And friends, thank you so much for your support, for liking, commenting, sharing our videos, subscribing to our channel. We made it to 1,000 subscribers. We can't say thank you enough. We're gonna celebrate a little bit here very soon with you guys. And Ash and I have some camping that we're planning to do this summer. We have a lot of things in store. And also, I think Ash and I talked about it. We like to start encompassing some live streams into our repertoire for the channel. So we'll start doing that. We have some great plans for this year. We have our wedding in Colorado. We've been invited to a YouTubers meetup in Michigan in September, right before our wedding. So we do plan to get out there. We're going to try our best to get out there right before the wedding, even if it's just for a night or two. To M26 is what that meetup is called. So we're going to try. But again, thank you so much for that 1,000 subscribers. We couldn't have done it without you. I've never been over here to this far side of the beach before, so we'll see what that looks like. Definitely different in the winter though, because they start to groom these trails for snowshoeing and for cross-country skiing. So some of those typical trails that in the winter or in the non-winter seasons you could hike, you can't walk on because they have them groomed for snowshoe and for cross-country skiing. So I want to see what this sign over here says. This might be one of those instances. We might wind up walking that Willow Falls trail by the dam there. around to see what these signs actually say. I'll get back to you on that as to our plan. So skiers only beyond this point, so it is a skiing trail. So we're going to be going to Willow Falls, I guess, and walking around down there, as this park is mainly in winter season now. Willow Falls Lake. Before drawdown, full impoundment. So there's some information there if you're interested. So friends, I looked at a map, and largely most of these trails are snowshoeing trails for the winter time, or skiing trails. So I'm going to do a little bit of this walk by Willow Falls Dam, and there's not a lot we can do here. The road to get to Willow Falls is closed for seasonal winter closure, so we'll see what we can do this way, and then it'll probably kind of just be a short video. Still pretty. Winter out here is stunning still. Charlotte needed to eat, so she's back in the car with her mom. Winston is not doing very well with the ice, and he's trying to pull us around. So I opted to not bring him with on this part of the journey. Looks like people have walked through here a little bit. Put another angle to the dam. Now we can walk around. Because I know this hill right here is all ice. So we'll walk over here. Now, Willow River located very conveniently near Hudson, Wisconsin. Technically within the city limits still. A nice area. We frequent the downtown area especially for food. There's a really good spot we go for chicken wings there. So here's the actual bottom of the dam, Willow Falls Dam. The river goes off this way. First little bit of pavement I've seen today. Cool spot though. Not as dramatic as the gorge is, you know, back with the big falls, but still a nice area. You can look back up down around the hill. We could go this way a little bit and see what the trail conditions look like. Now, trout, very populous here, but the season is May to October, the middle of October. So, definitely not within that right now. So this Willow Falls Trail trickles off this way, right near the river. But a cool spot. Now, there used to be a sign here that said, oh, there is a sign still up there, talking about trail conditions. Cool area though, with the water trickling out from the Willow Falls Dam there. Let's go down and take a look. Another angle of the dam. The water is rushing out. Looking over here a little bit towards the water. Friends, thanks for joining me today. Remember, if you like our content, to Like, comment, subscribe, share. We appreciate all of you as we continue this winter season. And now we're in season 2 of our travels on YouTube. It's crazy just how fast the time flies. We'll continue back up here a little bit. I'll probably get a short out from this location here very soon. The video will be early this coming week. Cycling around some logs in the way here. You can tell lots of people have walked in this area still. Trying to get a better angle on the rapids. It's like a robin right in the trail. Cool spot. Water still flowing even with the temperatures. A little better angle of the rapids coming off of the dam area. And then back towards the dam. And friends, this is the Willow River. Coming off of Willow Falls Lake. I mean, what a little spot here this is. Cool area. Winter didn't hold me down from getting to this spot. The trail continues up. Again, we'll see how far we can go, as this trail apparently is degrading in condition. But we'll see. I mean, you can see this, you can actually see the soil a little bit here. But looking back, and then you can see what we walked along. Let's walk up this way. You can tell people have been up here. For sure. People have definitely been walking out here. And again, the snow's starting to melt, so there it shows you that underlying level of ice. Pretty cool though that we're walking right near the water. Go down this way. Now what the heck is that? Big piece of metal over here. See what I'm talking about? What is that? Huh. Interesting find. Oh, wow. Very cool here near the rapids. Not sure exactly what that was. But I'll continue a little bit over this way as far as this trail allows me to before we head back. Back into a more wooded section over towards the right of the parking area. A winter wonderland, I would say, for sure, my friends. Now, this park is known for its rolling hills. Lots of trails. Just genuine beauty. You know, beautiful scenery. Very cool spot. The sun echoing off, or reflecting off the water rather. And that way, back towards the dam. Little winter chipmunks and squirrels out, patrolling for whatever food they can find in January. Best of luck to them on that journey. But I wonder how much further this trail goes this way. interesting, very interesting scenery here on the Willow Falls Trail. And of course, friends, if you would like to see a more photogenic side of our adventures, be sure to check out our Instagram and TikTok, which I've really given the reins over to Ash at this point. So I've kind of taken a hands-off approach to the TikTok, and she's more taking the reins over there. I mean, we parked right over there, so not far away at all. Beginning to really get to be kind of a drop-off over here. So a cool trail here at winter. Shoe prints mixed in with dog prints, and the shy animal that's still not hibernating through the Wisconsin winter. That's a pretty dramatic view there without foliage, though. Wow, friends, that's pretty cool looking. We'll keep walking this way and see what other Willow River views we can find. Very cool. And this said a skiing trail. It doesn't strike me as that. It's not groomed for it. Wow. I mean, the river's just heading down that way. Now, we're not going to get to Willow Falls today, but just because of the sheer trail conditions, but this is just giving you another perspective of this beautiful Wisconsin State Park. And we did see a state park official, and he kind of gave us a look for having Winston out as far as we did, because they don't like dogs in the beach and the picnic area here. But you know, it's not summer, so rule breakers, I guess. Very cool spot. And we'll continue on. I'll show you if there's anything really worth note coming up. The views along this segment of the river are just not disappointing. Wow. Not at all. And it's been very sparsely walked upon in this area. But the water's still beautifully flowing. It looks relatively clear. I mean, you can see some of those rocks in the water, you know, that are under the water. Just a pretty cool spot with the views. Yeah, I mean, it's right next to the road there. You can tell that people have walked in this section, but not frequently at this time of the year, and probably not so recently. Another cool little view of the Willow River, looking out and down around that bend down there that you can kind of see. Again, if you go back to our summer filming of Willow River, you can see the falls if you're joining us. The snowpack trails just aren't going to allow for us to get over there to it today. It's got a branch caught in my hat, so that was interesting. Just looking to see just how far people have walked. A little stream that would lead down to the river and more optimal hiking conditions, but very cool nonetheless. The sun shining over the hills. Again, I mean, this is quintessential Willow River State Park here with these rolling hills. Friends, it's 33 degrees out here, so it is above freezing. So that's a nice change. Very welcomed here in western Wisconsin, where we often don't get above freezing for weeks at a time. There's a cool shot. Looking back around the river. Nice. It's just nice to be able to get out here in the winter and actually look around. I'm really enjoying this today. Cool. Thanks for being with me. So that really does look like about as far as I'm going to be able to go this way. Very sparse footprints that direction. But we'll take a walk back along the water. Cool find though here at this Willow River State Park. And it really gave us, you know, a little bit of a distance to walk, so that was kind of nice. Again, we have lots of adventures planned. And I think we'll discuss a lot of this in our first live stream that's going to come up. But that M26 rally is really on our radar. Colorado in October, at the beginning of October, for the wedding, which we'll vlog. And it's not just going to be the wedding. You know us, it's going to be exploring the mountain towns, hiking, getting into whatever we can find out there. But, of course, Colorado. I do plan to get down to Prairie du Chien, right on the Iowa border, explore Willow State Park. I have plans to get to Grand Portage this year, explore that beautiful area. The North Shore is always on our radar. Don't get me wrong there. So, getting back to the North Shore, we have a wedding to go to at the end of May. That is going to require us to go to Watertown, South Dakota. So Ash and my thought is that we might swing up to Fargo and explore Fargo at the end of May there. And see what Fargo has to offer, and then mark another state off of our map. I have to try the Slinky stove out and share that adventure with you also. I just got the Slinky stove as my Christmas gift. So I'm really looking forward to sharing that review with you. It'll be really cool to try out. I've wanted one for a while. I've seen it on larger channels. I've seen the actual posts about it, so I'm looking forward to trying it out. So lots of content coming at you. Milwaukee soon. Probably before spring would be my guess on Milwaukee. And of course, those spur-of-the-moment trips. You just never know what we're going to do. We need to get out to Tennessee and see Bob one of these days. I know you're watching, Bob, so we're going to get out there and see you here. We have a lot of things that we want to do. I mean, as in the life of a traveler, right? You have so many things on your list, so little time. But you got to pick something, right? And of course, we still both work, so it'll be a fun journey, as it always is with the Whitcombs. And that's why we implore you to join us, to explore some of those great American, and maybe not American, places, and just find a way to channel our peace and explore together at some of these great sites, some hidden gems. But we look forward to sharing all of our adventures with you and continuing to grow together. So we're back at the dam. I mean, just look at the water pouring out of there even in the wintertime. I mean, it's not slowing down there, friends. A great capture. There we go, friends. Back up the ice hill. Walk like a penguin, they say, when you are in areas of ice. It's not so bad right now, but I can see where it is. Kind of following the footprints. And there's where we came down originally the first time. Again, looking back at the dam, the water rushing out, and the small pond that pours in to Willow River down there. Again, lots of trout fishing. They have a trout season in this park from the first Saturday in May through October 15th. More great views of the lake here. I didn't walk over here yet, so I'll give you the view. Again, we've seen this view right here in summer, but never frozen like it is today. Just one lone ice fisherman out there. He took his shanty down. So maybe he realized that it wasn't the best environment for ice fishing today. I don't know. The temperature is hovering right about freezing. It's actually now 33, according to my device. So that, I don't know. If any of you have ice fished before, give me some inspiration about it, or give me some information about whether you would be out on that ice on that Little Falls lake and when the temperature is hovering around freezing. I guess it depends how much ice there is, huh? I don't know, ice fishermen, if you've done it before, what do you have to say? I'm here curious to see. There's the dam up close, flowing down into the Willow River. Just what a serene spot, friends. I'm happy that we were able to share this adventure today. It might not be the typical 50-minute video that I'm going to share with you on a lot of different times. But you're getting a glimpse into the pure north and how the environment of our state parks truly do change in wintertime. I mean, the parking lot that we parked in last time, small little snowman there, cool. The parking lot that we parked in was pure ice, and it had a sign that says no parking anytime. So, and it looked like another snowshoeing trail. Really cool though to see it from this perspective. I mean, you can look at the back of the dam. I mean, we could probably go up and touch it if we wanted to. But very cool spot. Very slippery. I'm sure a lot of ice fishing happens out here, but there's only one out today. It's a Friday. But yeah, trout season is closed. No fishing below the dam. Yeah, May to October. We did see some people fishing for trout on our prior visit. So, friends, I'm going to take a seat here on this bench. I'd like to close with some commanding views of Little Falls Lake. Even in the wintertime, so beautiful. We appreciate each and every one of you, and our journey is just beginning, as many of you know. and our biggest supporters. If you really like the channel, please don't hesitate to like, follow, subscribe, and share. Our season 1 playlist is now fully complete and on our page. And now we're on to season 2, which is even crazy to say. Starting season 2 with familiar remnants of a video from season 1 at our closest state park. Pretty close though in comparison to Kinnikinnick State Park, so maybe not our closest, but very close. One of them is closer. I'd have to look and see. Glasses are gonna fog up, so this would be a great spot for our first live though. Wow. So I work all weekend, so that's gonna be fun. Friends, thank you for all your support through all of our adventures and starting off this new year. Cheers to a great new year. We hope this year brings you all peace, joy, prosperity. Remember to get out and adventure. There's always something for everybody. For Ash, for Winston in the car, probably barking as he sees me walking on the trail. For our kiddos, including baby Charlotte, I'm Brandon. I'm really happy that we got to go on this journey today. I can't wait to show you what's next. Thank you for coming along with me. Safe travels, and we'll catch you on our next adventure.